YouTube is just a big threshold. That's what YouTube is. YouTube is a big ass threshold. You gotta reach this to reach that. When you get there, that's just what it is. But it's always a leveling up too. Welcome on in, y'all. Let's just talk about what you need today in order to grow on YouTube. How you doing, y'all? My name is Stephanie, and this is Elephant in the Room. This is not your normal, regular podcast. This is just a conversation among folks, okay? So, nonetheless, I just want to delve or jump right into... I was watching, I don't know the lady's name right now. Hold on a second. I was watching... Real Life with Ree, I believe her name is, and she was just talking about like how to get monetized and things of that nature, and she mentioned something that I found to be absolutely the truth. When you first come into YouTube, you definitely have heard about the 1,000 subbies or maybe the 500 subbies that you need, as YouTube has made some changes. You definitely also see the 4,000 watch hours or the 3,000 watch hours in order to start getting you some revenue off of the beautiful work that you do here on the tubes. But let's be clear, very clear. Okay, as much as I'm talking as if I'm about to do a whole bunch of editing, I'm not. Okay, so nonetheless, I'm not gonna hold you for days on end about what's the importance of this, that, and the third. I am nowhere near a big YouTuber, and I'm not even monetized. So please, well, actually, this is a different channel. So what I'm thinking of is my mukbang channel, because that's at 2K. But nonetheless. What I do know is I do know some things about YouTube. I've seen some little tricks of the trade and this, that, and the third. Some things work, some things don't. And it just is what it is. Sometimes you could just post something and it'll flow. And then sometimes that's not what happens in life. So, nonetheless, what you need to do is you need to focus on, let me get a little closer. You need to focus on the engagement with your viewers. You need to make them feel like they love you and you love them. You want to grasp people's attention because you're going to need those views for that check. That's it. That's all. Go on ahead and get your milestones with your 1,000 hours and your 4K watch hour, or your 1,000 subbies and your 4K watch hours. That's beautiful. But if nobody's watching your videos, if there's not a consistency across the board of a couple thousands coming in, and they're just, hey, they support you so much that they're just going to watch you. Supporting you meaning that they like you, they think you're funny, they might think that whatever you reeled them in with, that's what they are looking for. And then a lot of times, they might have came in from... I do delivery, so they might have came in on doing delivery, but they like the personality, they like the conversation, things of that nature. So you definitely want to capture your audience so that they want to come and view your stuff. Okay, that's kind of just how it is. So focus on, yes, you can do the whole fluff with the thumbnails, you can do the fluff with the titles, and everything. But all of that is still engagement because you are giving this to them. Okay, so what you want to do is make sure that you build a relationship with your subbies. I'm not saying that you got to give out your personal phone number. I'm not saying those type of things. Some people might want to, maybe not your personal, but you know what I mean. Some people might want to do all of that. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. People like the fact that you like them and they like you. You're going to come in, especially to the new tubers, you're going to come in and it's going to be, you're going to see people who's going to look at your view count or your sub count, and they're going to be like, oh, hey, friend, hey, new friend here, trade for trade or sub for sub, or these things that the pressure is going to come, especially if you get into a group. That's how it was with my mukbang channel. You came in and it was other mukbangers and we're like, hey, what's up? Let's do this. And then you kind of fall off from watching them or they fall off from watching you. But you need that though. You need people that are going to stick around and want to watch you. that sub for sub thing, especially if you're in like a community of gardening or something like that, and you subbing to that one and subbing over to a group, and we're just all subbing to each other. But now that I didn't reach the 1,000 subbies, I still don't have the hours. That's what's happening over Coco's content. That's okay, because I know what it needs to do when it needs to do it. But at the same time, you really don't want to sit. It's kind of embarrassing a little bit for me to get to. I never wanted to get to a point of, okay, finally, after all the struggle, I made it to 1,000. But yet, I still can't even get these watch hours. But cool, you get the watch hours, but then you don't have the viewership to even get the $100 in the first place. Viewership is beyond important. I can't stress it enough, because that is exactly what can happen. You can get your 1,000 subbies, you don't have the hours. You can have the 1,000 subbies. I've never really heard of nobody having their hours but not the subbies, but I'm pretty sure that happens, right? But or maybe I did, I'm not sure. But for the most part, it's a lot of times just you got 1,000 hours, you don't have 1,000 subbies and don't have the watch hours. And then when you get there, it's cool, but then you're waiting for your check, because you never seem to really get to, it takes you forever to get to the $100, because you don't get paid out until you hit $100. YouTube is just a big threshold. That's what YouTube is. YouTube is a big ass threshold. You got to reach this to reach that. When you get there, that's just what it is. But it's always a leveling up too. Because once you're able to get in the viewership and you're monetized, you're golden. We're all sitting back wanting that one viral video of ours to just hit. And it may or may not. But if you have the engagement and the willpower to get it done and continue and be consistent, I've seen a lot of people just drop off, and allow life to life them. And just say, put this to the side. And then it's some of us who are just like, but I'm still in the fight. I'm still... just to get back up there. I know, dramatic. So you have to focus on your viewership, your views and stuff. And because I wonder if sometimes sometimes you have to shift your mind in things. You may think like, oh, okay, this is the way, let me do it like this. And then sometimes it blinds us, because we may not realize you get comfortable in this failure. Because that's what it ultimately is, or that's how it can make you feel, is that you're failing right now. It's like, well, so what do I do? You want to change? Some people just get comfortable because it's like, oh, well, I get a sub a day. I get a sub every now and then, but my watch hours, my analytics, my time, how the click-through rate is terrible. Like, it's so many little pieces to the puzzle. Unfortunately, some of us aren't able to just get on here and blow up. So when you can't do that, then you do have to focus in on what is the problem. So, one thing I heard before, especially when it came to like business and where you see yourself and things of that nature, is to think about the ending first. Like, think about where you want to be, and then track it backwards in a way of like, my goal is to get, I know that I need the viewership. This is the focus that I'm on now, especially for my main channel. This channel, I'm just starting to post on here. This one, I'm just letting it do what it do. But my main channel is the one that I'm like, okay, let me try these different methods. Let me focus on it, so that for my other channels, I can try my hand, you know what I'm saying, and see if it will come with better results and whatnot. So it's only 4:44 in the morning. Hey, I pray for much success, health, and wealth. Okay, and so nonetheless, just remember these things, or that thing is the viewership. The views are important, so make sure you find your way into how you're going to get the viewership up, okay? Because we want your money to be up. You're going to be great. You're going to be successful. Hang in there. Stay consistent. Do what you need to do. I definitely was saying something about people who, who they haven't quit, but they definitely kind of, like myself, I haven't quit, but at the same time, it's not as fun anymore. It's not, well, it is fun, but it's that drive. The drive can go up and down, but that's the point of seeing what type of push can you give yourself sometimes. That's what you got to do in life. Actually, a lot of times that's what you got to do in life. So this channel is different from what I do. I'm not doing no setup. I'm not doing no, I'm a put on clothes, but this is the couch, okay? And I'm not about to be in that little light right there. That's what it's gonna be. Hopefully when the sun come out, first of all, I said it's 4:44 in the morning. Hopefully when the sun come out, you know, I can do a video or something. I'll open up the window to give you that natural light and all that other stuff, but I don't really care right now. This is just, I want to talk, and that's what this channel is going to be. Not your normal regular podcast. We're going to have a good time over here, and I hope that you enjoy yourself. If you got anything that you want to discuss, I talk about religion, politics, life, YouTube, men, women, black, white, different, other cultures, other food, whatever. What we don't like today, okay? So here I am. My name is Stephanie, and I hope you just take my word of advice, focus on the views, make sure that's on the up and up, check your analytics, and just keep an eye on that. What is it saying about the viewership? You know what I mean? Because you want to make sure that people are at least, you know, hanging in there for a good 30 minutes. But somebody also, and then one more little nugget real quick. Somebody said, actually maybe two, that people want to see you excited. You know what I'm saying? They want to, and if that's not your personality, your character, or whatever, which is fine, to be overly like, oh yeah, what's up, gang? That might not be you. You know what I'm saying? But one person did say, hold on, let me think. I'm back. Make sure that the first 30 seconds to a minute and a half is very engaging, very, which also comes along with the viewerships, the views as well. So that first 30 seconds, which I'm going to start now, what I have done before was pieces of my video, especially my mukbang videos. I'll put, you know, some slurping and noise and crunch. It sounds good. It looks good. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, or a funny statement, so that people could, and then I'll put in my my intro. You know what I'm saying? People may fall off after that, but if I give you a good, if you hung in there for 30 seconds to a minute, maybe even a little over, so you can see the food, the layout, and then roll, you've gotten some views. Unfortunately, a lot of people, they click on and click off. You know what I mean? Even people who say that they support you and stuff, things happen like that, and it is okay, because there's too many people in the world for you to not succeed. You understand? So keep at it, do your best, remember those views, make sure you're engaging, give people a pop in the beginning of your video, and you'll be on top. All right, I'll see you on the next one.